Hey everyone, Igor is here, and today I'm going to show you how to create a demo deployment in kubecloud. So here I've got my fresh kubecloud account where I've got no deployments yet, and what I'm going to do is to start by creating a new deployment. I'm prompted to provide a deployment name, select a cloud platform in the region. So I'll just proceed to the next step and opt to create a new kubecloud deployment. However, I do not want to provide credentials for my production dataset yet. That's why I'm going to click Create a Demo Deployment in this yellow box right now. By clicking on that link, I can instruct kubecloud to spin up a so-called demo deployment that would contain a pre-configured dataset that explains and demonstrates both basic and advanced concepts of data modeling in Cube. It also has an example of dynamic data modeling, and on top of that, it also demonstrates how to provide programmatic configuration for Cube deployments. So, as you can see, the demo deployment has been created and the API instance is being started right now. So we see the restarting API message here. We can navigate to settings, configuration, and see here under environment variables that demo deployments are powered by DuckDB. And if we navigate to the data model tab here, we'll see that indeed the data model is populated with a number of files. We have 4 cubes, we have a couple of views in here, we have a Python file for dynamic data modeling, and we have the file with Python dependencies, and we also have this cube.py file with programmatic configuration. If I go to the base OS cube file, you'll see that it has a lot of comments that explain what's happening here in the data model. So you can see the name of this cube. You can see that the DuckDB is backed by some CSV files in an S3 bucket, and basically it would query this file. If we try to execute any query, you can see the joins defined here, and you can actually learn quite a lot about how Cube works, because there are different concepts explained here, like calculated measures, Jinja for dynamic data modeling, pre-aggregations, and goes on and on and on. So just keep exploring and you'll know more about views, about using Jinja for access control, that kind of stuff. The global spy file would provide an example of how you can be using Python to provide the template context for your Jinja templates. And again, here you can learn a lot about providing programmatic configuration for Cube. But if we go to Playground now, we can see all the cubes and views here, and we can even try to run some queries. So the most basic one would be to just calculate the orders by their status. So if we run that, we'll soon see the results. But what we can also do is we can check the generated SQL. So you'll see, so this is a query that Cube has generated to run against DuckDB for us to see the results. And if we create more and more complex queries, we'll see that the generated SQL gets more complex as well. So if I go to views and execute a more complex query, say we wanna know the average price of one item and split it by gender and the city of the customer, and then say we're only interested in customers coming from certain states, you'll see that Cube creates quite a complex query to run, and if we run it, we'll see the results instantly. So what you also can do here is to navigate back to data model and show a data graph of everything that's defined. These are both cubes and views. On top of that, you can go to query history and observe the queries that we've just ran there, right? You can go to pre-aggregations and see the pre-aggregations defined in the data model, and if you run a query that is matched by those pre-aggregations, you'll see that they tremendously help to speed up queries. So this is how you can work with a demo deployment in kubecloud. To learn more about data modeling in Cube, both basic and advanced concepts, and hopefully use this to get a better grasp of how you can build your semantic layer and just do your first steps with kubecloud. So thanks for watching. Enjoy.